There's 12,365 people here, and we need every last one of them. So I want to thank the crowd and the fans for, again, help us putting over the top on a great senior night. Wow, just an emotion-filled arena for a lot of reasons. That's an example of why I want to do senior nights after games. We were emotional. We were kind of all over the place at the beginning of the game, and give Temple tremendous credit. They're outstanding defensively, top 50 defensive team in the country. When I saw that we had 13 points with a few minutes to go, I was struggled with that a little bit. And 17 walking into the locker room was tough. I've talked to our guys about when we get backed into a corner and things aren't going our way and we have to make plays is when we come together. Guys relinquish any feelings of having to do something that they shouldn't do. They lock into their roles. They lock into each other. There's less being on an island or bickering. They totally commit to it. So I asked our guys today afterwards, I said, what is it going to take for me to back you into a corner and make you feel that way before the game starts? Because if you look at it, it's pretty consistent for most of the year. That moment is when they step up and start playing the way we're capable of playing. And that puts Wichita second half, South Florida last 13 minutes, tonight for majority of the second half, offensive and defensive performance that will enable us to be really, really tough out if we can do that for 40 minutes. So that's what I told them. I do want to thank the seniors. It's great that, Jaron and Trey kind of made those plays at the end the way they did. And I thought all the seniors tonight impacted the game, and I'm certainly very proud of them.
And you fully expected Mamoudou to have a career night?
Well, Mamoudou's taking the next step. Before it was just energy in front of the 1-3-1 and getting and blocking shots and running the floor. Now it's turned into rebound the basketball, ball screen coverage, knowing the schematics of our schemes and understanding where to be, and finishing at the rim and making free throws. So, he's doing a lot more now because his game is growing. And it goes back to coaches can't give you confidence. Performance gives you confidence. And he's performing, so he's playing with a high level of confidence, and I'm very proud of him.
At this point, Mamoudou shooting at a clip of about 80% from three. Would you consider him a three-point specialist?
Yeah, I'm glad he's shooting well from the three-point line, and I want him to continue to take good three-point shots.
We asked him if it feels like he's kind of figuring it out, because it seems when you just watch, like it's clicking for him. Do you feel that way, whether in practice or in games?
I do, and that's a credit to him and the coaches of putting the work in with him on a consistent basis, him willing to be a willing learner. He's got a growth mindset. He wants to get better each and every day. Same thing I said before, when you stop concerning yourself with how much you play and concern yourself with how well you play, it's amazing what that can do for you. And he concerned himself about how well he would play instead of how much he would play, and then he'd get more minutes and more minutes.
Trey mentioned whenever, at some point in the second half when you guys are still down double digits, but you can start to feel some momentum, he almost feels like you guys are going to win. Do you feel that?
Well, I'm glad they do. They should have a confidence level. I mean, him and Jaron are two of the winningest guys in program history, so they've earned it. They've earned the right to feel that confidence. I think we need to do that a little earlier in the game, though, and making sure that in order to feel that confidence, you got to do certain things to get there, and we didn't do that at all in the first half.
What's the balance between this being exhausting and being encouraging? I mean, it feels like you guys are playing NCAA tournament games here for a month.
It's every night. I mean, it's exhausting. I mean, there's no question about it. But at the same time, we don't play 82 of them. We're not a pro team. We play 30 of them. We get rest in between games. We get a chance to collect ourselves. But I think what it's done is it's gained a little bit of a callous to close games. It's coming. So there's a callousness to like, okay, we got to do it. We got to do it. Okay, we're down 15. Okay, let's come back and do what we need to do. I like to be playing from ahead and be playing, in clear air a little bit, but we obviously don't do that.
How frustrating was it that middle part of the second half where it felt like you kept trying to make a push and then they would continuously have an answer before you got the threes from Keith and Jamin?
Yeah, they would have an answer. They'd get to the foul line. They'd make a play. We'd miss a rotational block out. When you put yourself in a position, you limit your ability to make mistakes. You shrink the area to make mistakes. You don't have a lot to work with. And every mistake is really loud because at that point, you're playing from behind. So, we make the same mistakes throughout the course of the game. They're not as loud because we're either winning or it's close. When you're down like that, you can't do that.
The second consecutive timeout, you guys were up 60-59 in minute 37. They got a timeout than you did right out of that. What was the
because they went 4 guards, and we thought they were going 4 guards. We weren't for sure, and it was a matchup thing. With the lead, because we had the lead at the time, we couldn't go on the court and not have the right matchup. So I had to burn one, which is what I didn't want to burn one because I wanted to use it later on. But we had to burn one in order to get the right matchup. Had we not been up, I wouldn't have burned it.
The play, Trey, at the end. I mean, you've obviously talked a lot about what you think about him as a person and a player. You said earlier in the season you don't believe in watershed moments, but do you believe in moments like that?
Well, I mean, 10 seconds ago, they hit the 3. And great shot by him, great kick out. And, we have no timeouts left, which, again, under 13, we go anyway. So we wouldn't use the timeout regardless in that situation. Broken floor situation, our best player gets to the rim, gets it up on the backboard. All you can ask for was a good shot, a good move, and then Trey was in position like he typically is. So, I mean, I've won games like that before and lost games like that before, and it's kind of basketball. So, I mean, it's a big-time moment for us because we had to have it. So, gives you guys something to write about.
The last bucket from your point of view?
I seen Jaren. I knew when they made that last shot or whatever, I knew Coach was calling. Well, we didn't have no timeouts, obviously. I just seen him on the side, like telling us to rush, run, like go to basically attack. And I'm thinking either a foul gonna get drawn or somebody gonna help over and the ball may come off. And Jaren drove and I just followed the shot and it came off, and it went in. And we won.
I feel like that's everything you've been doing this year, rebounding specifically, kind of been working towards that moment almost.
I mean, you can say that. Offensively, that was offensive rebound was one of my. I only had 2 for real, but second chance points, they crucial, and that was a crucial play right there, obviously.
Mamoudou career high 12. How good did it feel to be such an important part of the comeback and helping get this team going on senior night?
It feels good. It feels good to be able to help the team come getting all those points back and get it up. So it feels good.
How much did it mean to do it on senior night and help get
It means a lot, because this is the last game in here. But we just gotta keep working so we can make them proud and happy to be here.
Back-to-back games where you played a lot. It looks like you're figuring it out. Do you feel that way when you're playing in these games, or just things are starting to click for you in the moment?
Honestly, I'm just playing with free mind because it's hard to play 5 and 4 and 5. So whenever I'm in the court, it's most of the time I try to play 5, but at the same time he's on the court for 4. So I'm like, man, I don't know what is, but things are getting start to click and getting better too. So because I'm playing free mind.
Trey, what went wrong early?
We just had a lot of lack of communication, and it was like inside wounds. We was shooting ourselves in the foot, and I mean it actually was going on throughout the whole game for real. But I mean, we figured it out. I guess figured out enough to win, so we won.
We just talked to Coach about this. He kept saying we can't keep doing this, getting down. What are you guys thinking when you go into halftime down 14, or it's still down 10 with?
I'm starting to think it's like man, we down how many? 10 plus? Okay, well, it's all right. We gonna win.
Do you think you're gonna win?
I'm just I know we gonna win. That's how I hate it. I hate that it's like that. Because I mean, we are the ones who've been before me, Jaren, Keith, do. We used to being up big, winning big for real. But I mean, it's annoying at the end of the day. But I mean, hey, they give the fans their money's worth, like I said.
Obviously, you guys just did it on the road. What is it like, though? You've done it a couple times at home. How much do you guys feed off of what the crowd gives you?
A lot. I said it before, we feed a lot. That crowd got super loud a few times. It was so loud, we was telling each other, yo, we can't hear it. We got to, speak louder, speak louder. So, I mean, the louder the crowd get, the more, into the game we get. And that's one thing I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss games like this, games that we had before, just the crowd giving us an extra boost for real. Looking around, seeing everybody, just hype, geek, and it gets us going. And once we start rolling, we just keep rolling.
The emotion of the game, at least starting off, did that kind of affect you guys at all?
No, we were just kind of out of sync for real. Everybody wasn't in the right position. Everybody wasn't guarding the right positions. I mean, we was out of sync, but and it was out of sync the whole first half, in my opinion. In the second half, we started off like our normal lineup, and once stuff got going. everything got back to normal.
Does it feel like you guys have been playing like March basketball or NCAA tournament atmosphere kind of games for like a month now?
Yeah, it feel like it. To be honest, it feel like it. I feel like everybody playing with like a sense of urgency. We know like we gotta do whatever we need to do to win this game. Like whatever we need to do, we gotta win, and that's how it's gonna be in the tournament. And that's what we was figuring out. We was like in the beginning of the season, we went through a lot of adversity that we didn't know how to handle, and now like I'm glad that we went through that in the beginning because it made us a team, the people, the players. Like we all strong-minded now. So I mean, it's just like it feel like March now.
I know he's not in here, which is kind of fitting, but talk about what Jaren did tonight. Another 20-point game, had some big moments for you guys, big spots.
That's what he do. Like I'm not surprised. That's what he do. Everybody in here seen him do that his whole career. One of the best players to come out of Cincinnati. I wasn't surprised. Nobody should be surprised. That's just what he do. Like some nights it be him, some nights it be other. But tonight it was him. Tonight it was Duke. Tonight it was everybody. Tonight. So I mean, but Jaren made big time plays. Big time players make big time plays, and he was making them throughout the whole game.
Down 9, and you get 2 stops. Keith hits a 3, Javen hits a 3. Is that when you kind of knew, like, we got this?
Yeah, when we are, well, me personally, when I looked up, I'm like, oh, we down 3, like game over. Like the crowd into the game too much now, and I mean, they still hit a few shots, but I mean, I just knew it wasn't. We was gonna do whatever we needed to do to win.
Duke, can you hear it or feel it when you get the ball behind the 3-point line? The crowd.
Yeah, I definitely can feel the energy. I mean, that gives me motivation to shoot it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when I make it, I'm like, okay, everybody gonna go crazy. So like we gonna get extra boost. So it help.
Every time, though, you catch it, they give you the energy, then you pass it, and then when it comes back to you, you shoot it.
I gotta get ready to shoot.
So you know when you pass it, when it comes back.
I got some genes telling me pass the ball first and catch it back and shoot it. You know what I mean?
Trey, you talked about senior moments, the Memphis game, what you did at USF. Obviously, I'm guessing not really much can top what just happened, though.
I guess so. Like me personally, I had a bad game, off game, 2 for 10. I mean, it really don't matter at the end of the day. That it really don't bother me. Yeah, no, they gonna remember we won. They gonna remember that I had a buzzer beater, and I mean I did it several times on the AAU circuit, several times in high school. I always wanted to do it in college, and for me to go out like that for this city, for this university, for this team, for myself, that's most definitely tops everything. Like tops everything.
Is it maybe even sweeter because it was on a night where you didn't necessarily play well?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, and then just seeing my bros, like, basically rush me after the game, hugging me and everything. It just was like, throw everything out the window. Like, look what you just did. It was your time. You stepped up. Like, the basketball gods rewarded me. Like, worked too hard for it to go out like that, and it just came back to me.
You said you weren't gonna cry. They showed your sisters on the video board. How close did you get?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I was like this close. Like my eyes was teary. That's why I put my head down. I'm like, I had to tell myself like get it together. I ain't expect that, to be honest. Like we talked about it, but I didn't expect them.
How much did it mean?
It means a lot. That meant a lot. I wish they was here to see it, but I mean, hey, they got business to take care of.
Did you see what they did?
What did they do?
They
won
beat the
94
crap out
on
of
them.
them. They scored 94 points, won by a
Who?
lot.
Who they play? Well, it don't even matter. They won. That's Liddy. So when they get back, my family gonna be gone, but me and my sisters gonna celebrate somewhere somehow. But I was glad I saw that. Like it was a big time. That was a big time. That almost got me though. I don't know.
This close.
Yeah, it was this close.
Thanks, guys.